really cool game you can play out when you're with a wingman. Now, it's very simple. What you do is you go to an ATM and you draw out $100. And you get that $100, you get change, you get $5 $20 bills. Now, you have to have a wingman for this, and you have to have a trustful wingman so he doesn't run off with your money. You give him $5 $20 bills, and every time you do an approach, so you see a girl over there, it's like approach. When he says approach, you have to approach. You have to do it. And if you don't, you lose $20. So you run over there, you do an approach. Hey, can I get a quick female opinion? Or, hey, you're very beautiful. My name's Alex. You walk back. It doesn't matter whether you get success or not. It doesn't matter. The mere fact that you approached is good enough. Now, you come back. As soon as you come back, he gives you $20. The reward system. It's really strange. I don't really understand NLP, but I'm saying that something clicks upstairs. When you run over, you do something you're scared of, then you run back, he gives you $20 in your hand like that. As soon as, it's just something gratifying about that. It makes it a lot easier and it makes you more compelled to do more approaches. So that's the first technique. The second technique is I've got a funny story about this. I met my first girlfriend about 5 years ago at Bondi Shopping Mall. Now, for those who don't know it, Bondi Shopping Mall is a great place to meet women. It's like an abundance full of women. Like, they're there, like I said, they're in the world. They're thinking about what dress they're going to buy, what dress they're going to wear for the party, what they're going to cook for dinner that night. They're not thinking about money troubles. They're not thinking about, the stress, their work. They're in their own little head, and it's a great place to talk to women. So I was standing in this tea shop. It's a boutique tea shop. It's like T2, right? They sell all these like teas from all the countries and continents around the world. And I was standing in this massive shop, about half the size of this room, and it had all these boxes, all these different teas. And I was standing there at the counter, and I was ordering my coffee, ironically. And I got my coffee, and behind me I can hear this clickety-clack, 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 and it stopped. I peered over my shoulder, and I saw one of the hottest girls I've ever seen in my entire life. This girl is a model. Like, she has to be. She's a glamoured up girl. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I've never seen a girl look so hot at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is back in my nervous days. I was feeling that because the thing is, when you read about this stuff, when you read all these ebooks, they go to do the approach, 3-second rule, be yourself, and you don't do the approach, what happens is you start beating yourself up. You start thinking, well, man, I know I should do the approach, but I'm not. And you start really putting pressure on yourself, which you don't need, because you just don't need that added pressure, because it's stressful enough as it is. So I was standing there, I was shaking, I was like, oh God, this is terrifying. And my wingman was outside. Now, we had this game. It's a bit violent, right? But we had this game. Basically, he will point out to a girl, you approach that girl, otherwise I'm going to slam you in the arm. Now, it's a big jab. He would just jab you in the arm. He's just going to embarrass you in some way or other. It's kind of bad luck. In Mulan, has anyone ever seen Mulan, the Walt Disney film? I don't mean to do many movie metaphors, but in Mulan, there's a big jolly fat guy, right? Massive jolly fat Asian guy with a small little head, lovely as hell, wouldn't hurt a fly, but intimidating as. You look at him and you just don't want to talk to him. He's just too scary and intimidates guys. And my wingman looked exactly like him. He's from Vietnam, short guy, no neck. He looked a bit like, I suppose, like the penguin from Batman, right? And I wasn't that good either. Back then, 5 years ago, I didn't look after myself. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't go out in the sun, so I kind of looked white, scrawny. It wasn't a pretty picture. I looked a bit like E.T. when they fished him out that river. That little script, little body. That was me. And anyway, so I'll go outside, and I said to my wingman, I said, Van, there is the hottest girl inside. Like, I've never seen such a hot girl, never a hot girl before. And he peers inside, and he looks at her and goes, wow, she is hot, man. And we kind of eyed her up and down a little bit, making like a mental image for the wank bank, right? So you know what wank bank means, huh? Okay, cool. And we looked up inside, and I said, okay, let's go for lunch. He's like, no, man, hey, you can't do that. You can't say that's the hottest girl you've ever seen in your life, right? And not approach. You have to go up and do it. Otherwise, I'm going to slam you in the arm. It's your turn. I knew I had to do it. So I was standing outside. We're both waiting there nervously, waiting for this hot girl to come out. She started walking up very slowly. We're standing there. My coffee cup was kind of shaking. And she's coming close, and I was like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And she's walking past. I'm like, I can't do this. What am I thinking? I can't do this. What am I doing? He picked me up. He basically threw me. I kind of like stuttered. I nearly fell over her, right? Nearly spilled my coffee on her. And she's like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? I was shocked. I was like, time like just suddenly stopped. I was scared as hell. Was this girl was going to slam me in the face or something? I don't know. And I'm like, I'm really sorry. My friend just accidentally pushed me into you. But that's an amazing dress you have. That's a really nice dress. What's the story behind that? You know what her reaction was? It's really strange. The dynamic then just like shifted like that. It was like really strange. 1 minute she was really pissed off me, and I said that compliment on a dress, and she's like, this old thing? Oh, this old thing? Oh. And that was it. I suddenly got on the good books, and she started saying, you know, she bought that dress last birthday for herself as a present, and my wingman was coming out because I was running out of things to say. You know how it is. You master the art of approaching, and you approach all these sets, and then you start running out of things to talk about. So he kind of ran over to my rescue, and he says, "Oh, you know, you should introduce yourself." And I was like, "Oh, hi, I'm Alex," and she's like, "Oh, hi, I'm Rika." I was like, wow, you look very pretty, Rika. She goes, yes, I just finished work. I just did a shoot up the road. Again, time froze. As soon as she said, I just did a shoot up the road, I just like, whoa, this is amazing. And you got to see it to believe it. This girl was absolutely stunning. And my friend said, listen, we're going to go for coffee right now. You should come and join us. It's going to be really funny. They make great hot chocolates there. And she's like, yeah. Okay, cool. She's given me all the time in the day. A girl we just basically met like 90 seconds ago. And there I am. We're walking arm in arm. I've got a coffee. She's got a tea. Going to another coffee shop to get more coffee. You know, you have to decide on a venue where to take girls, right? When you go out during the day, you need an instant date venue. You always have this. You always have a structured plan because you feel a lot more confident, a lot more secure having that plan. And if you don't have it, then you talk to a girl and you go, let's go somewhere. Let's go and get a kebab. It's like, yeah, sure. All right, where's the kebab shop? I don't know. Do you know? Let's ask somebody. You start walking around, you just lose value every second that goes by. And that's happened before. It's probably happened to some of you guys as well. All right. So, yeah, I ended up dating that girl for a couple of weeks. She ended up going back to Germany to do some more work. So I didn't actually get anything out of that. But something clicked up here. It was the fact that it is possible to go out during the day and actually meet people, get